One thing I've learned over the years is, especially in terms of following the art of boxing, is actually to call it as it is and actually, see, judge things based on what I actually see in the ring. And I mean, it is easy to deviate from that, when you put in emotions and put in, personal dislikes and, or you just go into some kind of a massive rant about things that don't really mean anything, things external from what a fighter actually goes through when he actually gets in that ring. And sometimes you don't want to sort of judge other individuals, but when you listen to other people, you kind of get the impression that they probably just jump into this sort of bravado and get caught up with the hype of certain things, and then reality sort of gets away from them. For whatever reason, maybe they just feel they want to, say something controversial. But judging specifically on this fight that Floyd had last night, I mean, obviously, first of all, congratulations to Floyd Mayweather for, obviously beating Marcus Maidana. It wasn't a surprise, really, yes. But at the end of the day, you still have to execute when you actually get into that ring. Regardless of who you are, you still have to perform. And I think people have just got into this misconception and this notion that just because Floyd has made it easy for himself over the last sort of all through his career, he's made it as easy as it possibly potentially could get from one fighter to another. There's this perception that that will always continue throughout every single fight. And I mean, if you're a true fan of the sport, or you're a true boxing fan, you should know that that's not always the case for every single fighter. There's always a time when somebody could catch you with a shot that you didn't see coming, or you get old in the ring, or your skills are not as sharp as they should be, or the other guy is just better than you on that one night. There's always that possibility. But you gotta have a judgment. You gotta base the judgment on previous form, and also on current on the physical attributes that you actually see in terms of from one fighter to another. I mean, I just couldn't see at any point in time how Marcus Maidana could actually beat Floyd Mayweather. I couldn't see it. There was nothing to tell me that Maidana had the capabilities and the physical attributes to actually beat a fighter like Floyd. I just couldn't see it. But that's not to take anything away from Marcus Maidana. Obviously, he did well, considering he was actually fighting in the biggest fight of his life. I mean, he's obviously fought Floyd twice, and you have to give him respect. When you go into the ring, you always have to give him credit and respect. You can't take it away from him. I mean, I made my video about not underestimating Marcus Maidana, a few months ago. So, even though I didn't feel that Marcus was going to win, you always had that feeling that you just never know. There's always one time when someone gets caught and, the fight's over. It happens. It's happened to all the greats. And, of course, it could happen to anybody. But to get this notion that Marcus Maidana, if he fought Floyd in an actual boxing match, just on pure boxing, that he had a chance. He never had a chance. Not on pure skill. No way. But now, all of a sudden, all the things that Floyd's been hated on, or we don't hate Floyd, yeah, okay, whatever. All the things that have now been brought forward in the last year and a half about Floyd being boring, and he's always asking for advantages, and now it's the referees are now helping him, and then it's the judges. I mean, all these things. I thought Floyd's the one who makes excuses. Why are some of these guys bringing up all these excuses against Floyd? Why? I thought you said Floyd was the one who was making excuses, but you guys are the ones who are crying about it, bringing up all the excuses. Oh yeah, Maidana was handicapped. He had one hand. He had two hands tied behind his back. He was blindfolded. They tied his little shoelaces. Now he couldn't. He didn't know how to cut off the ring because Floyd put lead inside his boots. His pants were like solid stone, so he couldn't move around the ring. But some of you idiots just crack me up. It make me laugh. Again, you just can't bring it up to yourself to actually say congratulations to the man. The man actually, he won a fight, and boxing ain't an easy sport, regardless of who's fighting in that ring. It ain't easy. Yeah, he was handicapped. Yeah, fuck off, stupid prick. If you're gonna call yourself having a knowledge of boxing, you won't be bringing up that shit about somebody being handicapped and tied behind his back. Shut up. If you know something about boxing, you just call it as it is. Two guys get in the ring, anything happens. Somebody can get punched, people get hit. You win the fight. You win the fight based on rounds, and that's boxing. That's how it is. This is not a street fight. This is boxing, and don't come out with that bullshit about another fighter being handicapped. That just shows your stupidity and ignorance. Just fuck off if you're going to do bullshit like that. If you're going to talk about boxing as it is. The fight, it's not going to go down as one of the classics, but at the end of the day, you still have to execute the fundamentals of boxing as it is in a boxing ring. You've got to execute. And both fighters actually performed in certain sections. They performed well. But don't take away a guy's credit, or don't take away a guy's, moment in terms of his victory because you have a personal gripe about him. Keep that bullshit to yourself. Floyd won, good fight. He showed us, at his age, nearly 38, he did well. At the twilight of his career, this is the times where he should be getting hit more. That's just logic. He's old. Or older, I should say. He should be getting hit more. Just, it doesn't matter who he's fighting. His reflexes ain't going to be as good as it was when he was 25. That's kind of obvious, but some of you make it out to be like it's a shock. Oh, hang on, Floyd's lost a step. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he has lost a step. That's no big deal. Old people lose steps. Things, people get old. It's not a shock. It's not surprising. It happens. Don't make it out to be something that is, it's not. Anyways, for me, at the end of the day, I just need to just see this Pacquiao fight. Floyd just needs to get in the ring, or get this fight signed up for next May. I don't want to see anything else. I'm not interested in anybody else. Or every other fighter means nothing. If he takes another fight apart from the Pacquiao fight, forget it, Floyd. I'm not even going to speak on it. I'm just not interested. All I want to see is Manny Pacquiao in May next year. Get it signed, sealed, and delivered. Get on with it. Get it over and done with. It's just been too many years now. Just get on with it. And please, don't come out with this excuse of saying Pacquiao's old. Don't come out bullshit. Pacquiao is 2 years younger than Floyd. So get it right. Floyd is older than Pacquiao. Pacquiao is 2 years younger. So he should still have the advantage based on your flawed logic. Because if Pacquiao's old, then Floyd's older. So, Pacquiao's a great fighter, like you all say. You all exalt him as this sort of, this deity or something, some bullshit. When you guys know, if you just look at him specifically in terms of boxing IQ and boxing acumen and skill-wise, Pacquiao's not even on the same level as Floyd. You know it, but still, you just want to see the fight. So do I. I want to see the fight. I want to get it over and done with because the fight has been hyped up for the last 5 years. I don't know what exactly is going to be any different now than it was 5 years ago. Nothing. Okay, they're a little bit older, but so. Pacquiao's still younger than him, so he should still have the advantages as you in terms of age. and skill wise, as you said, as you all have been, or some of you have been saying for years. You know, all of a sudden, Floyd now has all the advantages. He asks for all these kind of, you know, asks for all these things he keeps asking for in terms of gloves and all that kind of stuff. Well, Pacquiao's got his opportunity now. Get in the ring. You know, you can ask for whatever you want to ask for if you want to ask for anything. You know, as long as you don't come out and say, well, we're not going to have any random blood testing. No, we're going to have blood testing, mate. You ain't nothing. Just get in the ring. Both of you get tested. Get in the ring and fight your asses off. And then whoever's the better man wins. Pacquiao beats Floyd, great. You know, let's say congratulations. Be a bigger man. We'll go from there. Can I see that happening? Hell no. Can't see it happening. Not because I don't think Pacquiao can fight. He can fight, but he's not as good. But to me, I just think it's just, as I said before, it's just hypocritical that some of you guys just crack me up. You know? And then you start, just because I don't agree with, you know, in terms of your analysis on Floyd, apparently I'm a Flomo, or, you know, someone's a Flomo. Fuck you with that Flomo shit. Like I said, if you want to preach homosexuality, you guys go, you know, do whatever you need to do. I just see it as I see it. I'm not hyped up on Floyd's life. I don't give a shit about the girlfriend he's with. I don't care about the girls he's with. That's his problem. That's his business. But when it comes to the ring, in the ring, I'm not going to question his skill set. I'm sorry, because I like the fundamentals of boxing. I'm not going to go into this Flomo bullshit. You know, I like the guy's skill set, and I will defend his skill set, because that's what boxing is all about. You have to defend. You cannot come out and say you're a boxing fan if you don't appreciate Floyd's skill set. You cannot come out and, you know, if you call yourself a boxing fan, you should see it specifically on boxing, not on anything else. You know, you don't have to defend the man's life. Who cares? I don't care about his life. You know, he doesn't care about mine. I don't spend every single day worrying about the fact that he's rich. Who cares? You know, get your own shit. Don't worry about his. You get your own. Build your own life. You know, focus on what's you know, what your next move is in terms of your life, and make yourself better. Don't worry about his life. You know, be a fan of the sport. If you're going to be a fan of it, and then his skill set. I want to see his skill set transfer to somebody else. That's the kind of boxing I want to see. I don't want to see some bullshit. You know, oh yeah, he doesn't fight everybody. You know, go through history. Many great fighters didn't fight everybody. Not many great fighters. It happens. That's the way it is. You can. You know, Sugar Ray Leonard didn't fight Aaron Pryor. He didn't fight him. But at the end of the day, does it hurt his legacy? No. It happens. He didn't fight Roberto Duran, you know, for the third time till 10 years later or something. So it happens. That's life. I'm not gonna, you know, are you gonna say he's not a great fighter? Mike Tyson didn't fight some of the greatest heavyweights in the 80s. He didn't fight some of them. Are we gonna call Mike Tyson not great? I think you guys just you see Floyd and you just put him in a totally different standard, and I just think it's just ridiculous, hypocritical bullshit. It is. Appreciate the man for his skill set. His life is his life. You know, he's not living your life, so why are you trying to live his? You know? Complain about the fact that some of his fighters, you know, they all, you know, some of them lose, you know, they fail drug tests for diuretics and all that kind of stuff. What will you tell me a gym? You tell me a gym anywhere in the world that doesn't have fighters that don't fail drug tests. And I'll call you a liar, because they all do. All of them, including Floyd. They all take some kind of advantage. You know, I'm not an idiot, but at the end of the day, if he's advocating drug testing, then I think we should all advocate for every single fight to be drug tested properly, not some bullshit commission type crap. It should all be done randomly. All of them. Because I don't trust any of these fighters. That includes Floyd. But at the end of the day, that's still by and by. When it comes to skill set, I appreciate the skill set and the art form of the, you know, as she should be. Not some whiny ass, sub fan who keeps on whinging about the fact that if Floyd's not fighting anybody, he's not fighting anybody. Well, go on, then if you're complaining about the fact that Floyd's not fighting anybody, why the hell are you watching him then? That's the question I would ask you specifically. Why are you watching him? Don't watch him. Don't watch his fights. Don't even stream it. Don't watch it. Go to bed and then don't worry about it. But you can't help yourself. You have to watch it because you know his skill set is better than everybody else. So you're drawn to the fact that you have to watch it. You've got no choice. But you do have a choice. That's the thing you some of you idiots don't get. You do have a choice. You don't have to watch his fights. I'm not going to make this video too long, man. You know, some of you just crack me up. But at the end of the day, I just want to see the Pacquiao fight. That's all I want to see. I don't want to see any other fights. I want to see Pacquiao fight. And I hope anything else, any other fight will mean absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because now he's at that point now that it doesn't matter. Keith Thurman, forget it. Not interested in that fight. Not interested. I don't care who Keith Thurman. No, I want to see the Pacquiao fight. That's all I want to see. Just get it done and get it out of the way. And then, if somebody else wants to see the Keith Thurman fight at the end, after that, great. You know, make that fight happen. But for me, I just want to see the Pacquiao fight because let's get this legacy thing out of the way. Let's get it done. It's been talked about for years. That's the only fight I want to see. Well, anyways, again, congratulations, Floyd, and make this fucking fight happen because I'm just getting a bit tired of listening to some people just talking crap on YouTube. Peace.